Okay.
Ooh, what's up, guys? Galaxy's greatest Austin Peffer here, alongside Shane DeVoe and Hagi. Woo! And ladies and gentlemen, the time has arrived. Football has begun. Week 1 kicks off this Thursday. I don't want to sound like an advertiser. If anything, we need advertisement. Sponsor, shout out Nico. Anyway.
Sponsor Wise Spring Water.
Yeah.
No, we both have different spring
Yeah.
water brands. We're getting off track already. You know the season has started for the Galaxy's greatest.
As we take a drink.
Yeah.
Take a swig for the working man. This is now our 4th season doing predictions. So if you guys don't know yet, hurry up, Pigskin Pick'em on the ESPN Fantasy app. I don't know if the website's fixed or not yet, but it's just a pain.
I did happen to check. It is working.
It's working finally?
You have to go down to the 3rd tab, though, to figure which one it is.
Yep, it's called Galaxy's Greatest 2018. Free, absolutely free, and all you got to do is just type in or Galaxy's Greatest 2018. I'm rambling already.
Just go to this Facebook page, click the link, it'll bring you right to the site.
I'll try to put a link in the description. Hopefully this time it works. With that said, let's cut the rambling and let's get straight to predictions. So let's start off with the first game of the season. Your champions, Philadelphia Eagles, are at home defending their crown against the Atlanta Falcons. A rematch of the divisional round from last year. Hagi, I'll give you first dibs at the pick.
You guys already know it's Eagles all the way, baby. Fly, Eagles, fly. Defending Super Bowl champs. We're going to come out swinging. It's going to be a W for the Eagles.
Shane, I'll kick it to you. Who do you think's going to win this game?
This whole preseason, we saw Nick Foles. He looked like the Nick Foles of put him on the bench with the way he's been playing. I'm very questionable of Nick Foles at this moment because the preseason he was not very good. He also got injured just by throwing the ball and hitting his arm.
To be fair, he didn't play with the starters, though.
Still, I'm very questionable. I'm going with the Falcons to win this one. And it's probably going to be a lot bigger score than people think, and the Eagles are probably going to get the snot being out of them in the first game.
I have the Atlanta Falcons with the upset here. Although I think Philly's probably the better team. I don't know. I think I'm just having, like, if most of their fan base, most, not you, but I mean, a chunk of their fan base are still celebrating this victory. And we saw what happened with the Patriots last season, first game of the season. They were too busy partying, which was not like them. And the Chiefs just caught them off guard and surprised them. I could see the same thing possibly happen with this game here. So I'm thinking the Atlanta Falcons in a big Week 1 upset.
So we got 2 Falcons, 1 Eagle. But hey, Thursday night, Buffalo Wild Wings, we're going to watch the game. It's going to be a great time.
I might swing by too.
That's right, 3-man.
All right. What do we have next, Shane? Buffalo Bills at the Baltimore Ravens. Shane, by the way, our defending champ from the Pigskin Pick'em last year, in case you guys weren't aware. I'm going to let you take first pick here.
Is it really honest? It's going to be the Ravens, and it's going to be a massive freaking win. Their defense is now 100% healthy. They got all their key players back. The offense is more ramped up. They have weapons now for Joe Flacco in his contract year again. So he's got to step up now with Robert Griffin right behind him and Lamar Jackson. I think it's going to be a big win. I possibly expect it to be a shutout. 46-0.
Wow.
Hagi?
I'm too taking the Ravens, but I think it'll be a better game than that, but we'll see.
What's the score? 100-0 at this point?
All right, maybe 100-0.
I haven't uploaded my full season predictions yet. That'll probably come later in the week. That might come right on Thursday.
Okay.
But I am not high on the Bills at all, but I'm kind of high on the Ravens, and defense starts hot first. And I think the Ravens defense, even though they lost Jimmy Smith for the first 4 games due to suspension, which is a big loss, I think they can easily handle the Bills' offense. And I think Flacco's going to have a fire lit under him this season.
Yeah, I do.
With
I think that.
the signing of Lamar Jackson and also him being on his contract year, I think that's when we see Flacco play his best. So give me the Baltimore Ravens to win this game. We now go to the Cincinnati Bengals at the Indianapolis Colts. Hagi?
I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts on this.
Okay.
I think so. I think they're going to pull off a W.
Okay.
All right.
I'm also going to go with the Indianapolis Colts, considering that this is now going to be Andrew Luck's first real game in basically almost, let's say, 2 seasons, to be honest. And he's going to be somewhat healthy. He has a little lagging foot injury at the moment, but he's been practicing for the last couple of days, so I think he's going to be good. I expect to be very close with the offenses, but I think Andrew Luck's going to come out and get that big, massive emotional confidence boost win.
I think it's going to be a bit of a slow start for Andrew Luck. I think he's going to have himself a good year. Maybe not a great year, but a good year. I just don't trust that overall roster, though. And, I mean, again, defense usually goes off to a hot start. Even though they're not going to have Vontaze Burfict, I think the Bengals will do all right. I'm not huge on them this season. But, I mean, I think they might come out hot. They usually either start the season on a good win streak or a bad losing streak. I could flip a coin. I had the Colts. I think I'm going with Cincinnati.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with Cincinnati to get, I guess you want to call it an upset. Who knows?
All right, whatever. We'll
I'll go with Cincinnati here. We now move on to the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cleveland Browns. Shane, who you picking?
I think the Browns will most certainly lose this game. If
you teasing people.
if they maybe started Baker, I could see, but Tyrod Taylor, you're not good enough to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers defense
Has
now.
he officially been announced as starter?
He is the starter.
Okay.
Tyrod Taylor's been officially announced.
Doesn't surprise me, but
This defense of Pittsburgh's improved a lot with a massive overhaul of free agents coming over. 2 from the Packers who actually know how to play defense, and with their rising possible superstar in Tremaine Edmonds. Might be possible defensive rookie player of the year. Pittsburgh wins big.
Augie?
I too am going to take the Steelers. Of course, it's a rival game, anything goes, but I'm going to give the edge to the Steelers. Better overall team.
All right. I'm going to give this to the Steelers as well. They're a much better team than that divisional round game against the Jaguars. I don't know if they're as good of a team as they were beginning of that Week 13 game against the Bengals. It's going to be hard replacing Ryan Shazier, of course. But I think they did get some much-needed parts out and some much-needed parts in. Take out
Mike Mitchell.
Mike Mitchell.
Oh my God.
I'm not trying to diss on you, but I mean, you're like Vontaze Burfict, but without the talent. So I pretty much dissed him.
Yeah.
Basically.
So I plain and simple, I think Steelers will win this game.
Yeah.
I could see it being close. Browns have made it close the last few times, and now they're even better, I think, right now. We now go to the Tennessee Titans at the Miami Dolphins. I believe, Hagi, I'll let you start with this one. I know you usually root for both of these teams sometimes.
I do, yeah, but well, who's home, who's away?
Titans
Is that
are away.
Miami?
Is that I'm going to take Miami.
Gonna take
on this.
Miami?
I'm going to take Miami.
Okay,
Get their
all right.
first one of the season, their first game.
Okay. Shane?
I'm going to go with the Titans.
Going with
I
the
think
Titans?
this is where this is the year.
Hagi, you're kind of out of the shot. I'm going to let you
This is the year that we have to have Marcus Mariota step up. Yes, he stepped up last year, but it was not good enough in my opinion.
Statistically, I mean, his interceptions were more than his touchdowns, which...
I think and I think it's his contract year, so he has to do something major.
Well, I think they have the 5th-year option on him. I'm not sure. I'd imagine they do if he's...
I think Titans are going to win this one. They now have Derrick Henry, who's going to get 100% of the workload. He's going to be the workhorse now, with now DeMarco Murray announcing his retirement.
But they do have Deion Lewis,
yes.
though.
I think Titans are going to win this one. It's going to be very close.
I, too, will go with the Titans. A lot of people forget that they did have a really good defense last year, and they could probably stay around that same level. And I don't know, I'm just not big on the Dolphins at all this season. I'm really not. I mean, who knows? There's always a surprise team. Maybe they'll surprise us. They did a couple years ago, but I gotta go with the Titans here. I think they're just the better team overall. So let's move on to the San Francisco 49ers at the Minnesota Vikings. Really good game here. Really intriguing game. Shane, make the first pick here.
I believe in our picks and pick'ems. I picked the Minnesota Vikings to win this one with their new quarterback, Kirk Cousins. I might trade it on the day of the game like I did a couple times last year just for shigs and gigs for pairs. But I think Vikings are going to win this one. It's going to be close, but They're now giving their running back Delvin Cook back from a massive ACL tour he happened last year. Kirk Cousins, the new quarterback, who they believe is going to be their franchise for the next 3 years. And their defense is going to be ramped up from last year. They got offensive weapons back. This team is so confident in him. I think it's going to be a very close game, but I think Kirk Cousins wins by a slight margin.
All right, Hagi.
Oh man, I actually just been thinking about it. I'm gonna go with the San Francisco 49ers. Actually,
Jimmy
you know?
G
Yeah, Jimmy G. I mean, they added Richard Sherman on defense. You know, I think they got a good
and
overall
that
team.
porn star on the bench.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm liking the 49ers.
All right. I'm gonna go with the Vikings here. I think the Niners, they still have a little bit of work to do, but I think they're going to be a good team and a playoff contender. Will they make the playoffs? Oh, that remains to be seen.
Question mark?
But I think the Vikings are just overall the better team right now. Although I do think the loss of Pat Shurmur is going to hurt you guys a bit. So, but more on that later. Let's move on to the Houston Texans at the New England Patriots. Hagi?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Houston Texans will lose this game, unfortunately. I'm going to take the New England Patriots. They suck, but, you know, they're going to win.
They suck.
Yep.
They're going to win.
Yep.
That needs to be an
Patriots.
inspirational quote with your face just like
Yeah.
looking in the distance.
They're going to win, but they suck.
They suck. They're going to win.
Yep.
Oh, I guess it's my turn?
Yeah, I guess it's your turn.
I'm also picking the Patriots to win this one. It's the fact that this is now the second time. Hopefully, Deshaun Watson is going to start. We haven't got confirmed news that he's going to start yet. But most likely he will start. The second time he's facing him against possibly the greatest quarterback of all time. Last year, it was a very close game between these two, with the Patriots just narrowly beating them.
That was with, wait,
It was
was that with Jacoby Brissett? Or was that 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
That was 2 years
Deshaun
ago.
Watson played against Tom
Yeah.
Brady last year.
Oh wait, no, I think they destroyed him. Wait, I can't remember. I can't remember what happened last year. It's been a long
Look
time.
at back on last year's season, ladies and gentlemen. But I believe the Patriots are going to win this one. They have to set a standard this year that even though we're hopefully nearing the end of the Belichick Brady era, we have to get some signs that these two think they can still win it. I think they're going to win this one. Not big, but it's going to be close.
I'm also going to go with the New England Patriots. I could have taken the Texans to upset because Patriots do go, they're kind of in like a slower vibe come September, beginning of the season. It's the middle of the season where they dominate, really. But I mean, we don't really know what we're going to see from Deshaun Watson. We don't really know what we're going to see from J.J. Watt or Whitney Merciless. But I mean, if defenses are starting hot like they're supposed to, then I think the Texans could steal this one. But I'm going to play a little safe. I'm going to go with New England. So we move on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers visiting the New Orleans Saints. You just want to say your picks on three?
Yes.
All
1,
right.
2, 3.
Tampa Bay.
Buccaneers.
We'll lose this
We'll
game.
lose this game.
Yeah, without Jameis Winston, even with Jameis Winston, you're not beating the Saints defense in their offense. Saints win hands down.
Saints win.
I think
I'll put my life savings
I
on this game.
I think Tampa's
Okay.
probably worst team in the league,
You're going 0-16?
record-wise. No, not 0-16, but I'm thinking like 3-13.
Okay, I can see it.
I'm not high on them at all. Sorry, Tampa fans. It's disappointing. You were a promising team, but rest in peace. We move on to the Jacksonville Jaguars at the New York Giants. Hagi?
Jacksonville Jaguars coming out with a W. They're gonna destroy the Giants, I think.
Okay.
I'm putting my. This is my pick of the week.
Like,
Jaguars.
Like,
this is my lock.
like your most locked.
yeah,
like confident
my most
pick of the week.
confident
Okay.
pick right here.
Okay.
All right.
I'm also going to pick the Jags to win this one. I don't think this is going to be the same defense as last year. I think last year was kind of a fluke in some games where they are not. And especially now, Jalen Ramsey being this big badass calling out quarterbacks and telling them they're not good. Watch him get basically targeted this whole season. He's not going to do as well this year. Jaguars are going to win this one, probably big, but watch the rest of the year. The Jags are going to sink.
I do think Jalen Ramsey's for real. I think he's an absolute star.
But do you think he's going to get targeted with all these comments?
Definitely.
It's possible,
Definitely.
yes. I'm gonna go with the Jaguars. I wanted to take the Giants, but I thought to myself, again, defenses start hot, and I mean, you kind of got to give it to the Jags there. Although The Giants' offense could be dangerous later in the season, but they got a rough start, a rough 7-game stretch. Who knows? But let's move on. We have the Kansas City Chiefs at the LA Chargers. Shane?
I am going with people who think could be the biggest possible top 3 seed this year. The Los Angeles Chargers are going to win this one over the rookie Pat Mahomes, where people are hyping. I think the hype is too big for him. He loses big time to Phillip Rivers.
Alrighty. Hagi?
I also am going to take the Chargers. I think it's going to be a good game, though. I could see the Chiefs winning, though. I don't know. I'm taking the Chargers, but it's going to be a good game.
Well, I know Chargers fans, the
called
very
it- you
few
called
that
them
are
last
out
year.
there,
You
wherever
called-
you are,
Yeah.
I know you're just begging for your kicker to do good this season. You got Caleb Sturgis.
Ex-Eagle.
That's true. I mean, he had to beat Roberto Aguayo. I think that was. I think he had that pretty much locked down. But yes, all Chargers fans are just praying that their kicker doesn't screw them over this year, that they actually have a good start to the season, and I say they will with a win here against the Kansas City Chiefs, who I think are going to take a slight step down. But I mean, Mahomes, he'll do all right. Might throw a lot of picks, but he'll do all right this season. Let's move on. We have the Dallas Cowboys at the Carolina Panthers. I believe, Hagi, it's your turn to go first.
The Dallas Cowboys, ladies and gentlemen.
Mama Pepper
Mama
in
Pepper,
the distance,
Mama
driving
Pepper,
by.
Mama Pepper making a break. Stop
Oh.
it.
All right.
Here she goes. Bye, Mom.
Dallas Cowboys will lose this game to the Carolina Panthers
Why is that?
because I don't like the Dallas Cowboys.
You know what? That big nose kid from Pennsylvania doesn't like us.
Yes.
I think we have to lose this game, guys.
Yeah, you're right. You heard it here. So no, but honestly, yeah, Panthers win just because they win.
I also have to agree with the Panthers winning. I don't trust this whole Dak Prescott now having basically only him and Zeke now and no big names. This is the year we're going to have to actually see. Is Dak Prescott all that now? Is he actually going to have to lead this team into the playoffs? I don't think he is. I think they missed the playoffs again with an 8-8 record. This time around, Panthers win.
I'll be the third one to say the Panthers win this game. I think the Panthers defense will take care of the Cowboys offense.
Yeah.
We'll see where the Cowboys have a good pass rush. It's just the secondary that's nerve-wracking. I think the Cowboys will, again, best I could do is say they're middle of the pack team, but hey, they could sneak in playoffs. We'll see. But this game, I have Carolina winning. We move on to a Super Bowl 48 rematch. The Seattle Seahawks against the Denver Broncos. I feel like the roles are kind of reversed this time around. Now, it's the offense of the Seahawks that is more threatening, and it's the defense of the Broncos that's scary. Shane, make your pick.
I picked the Seahawks to win this one.
Oh.
And I think I made possibly the biggest upset this week.
Ooh.
I feel very confident in Russell Wilson this year. I feel like he's going to actually do things now that people think he should have done for years and actually lead again this team without the help of his defense. I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to win big this time. I think it's going to be like a 7-point win for him, but he's going to do it with his arms this year, not his legs.
Shane, a lot of confidence in Russell Wilson. Hagi,
He's my son.
All right.
I have some questions.
Yeah. I'm with Shane on the Russell Wilson thing, but I am against him on the fact that the Seahawks are going to win this game. No offense.
That's understandable.
But yeah, I think the Broncos are going to come out with the win. I like them better in this game. So we'll see. Yeah.
I'm going to agree with you, Hagi. I have the Denver Broncos winning this game. Their defense is just looking killer. I'm not huge on Case Keenum. I think he's going to fall back to earth this season. But, I mean, in the end, the Broncos defense is going to carry this team probably to at least 6 wins, I think, this season. At least. Yeah, as for Seattle, you just got to rely on Russell Wilson to get you those wins. And, I mean, who knows? Maybe he can do it. If he has an MVP season, that's the only way I see you guys making playoffs. But Not huge on the Seahawks at all. Sorry, not sorry. Move on to the Washington Redskins at the Arizona Cardinals. Hagi, you make the pick.
Not to be biased against all my divisional opponents, but I think the Washington Redskins are going to lose this
Not to be biased or anything.
game. Yeah, not to be biased, kind of am, but not. At least I'm honest, all right? But no. Anyway, yeah, Washington loses this game. Who are they playing?
They're playing the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Wait, you said they lost? You don't even know who they're playing.
I forgot.
You biased
I knew,
asshole.
No, I knew it was the Cardinals. I was just testing you.
Okay.
But yeah, no, Cardinals win.
Okay. I'm actually gonna go against you guys. And actually, joke, I'm actually picking the Cardinals to win this one. Sam Bradford, I think, is going to have probably one of his biggest years he had since he came into the league.
Really?
He's going to show Josh Rosen, who, let's be honest, is the future for this franchise, how to actually get this game, how you should actually manage yourself in the game and improve with the experience that he has. I think he's going to go well and do there. I think Cardinals win this one.
Don't love the Cardinals O-line, but I'm going to give this game to the Cardinals. Sam Bradford, usually first game of the season, he usually has a good game. So I'm going to say he does the same and has a really good game and leads the Cardinals to a win here. I could see this going either way, though. All right, well, we'll just move on. We have Sunday Night Football, the Chicago Bears with Khalil Mack on their side now.
They have been blessed by the Messiah.
Yeah, for real.
They are going on the road to Green Bay, Wisconsin to take on those Packers.
And Mr. Biggest Moneybags in the league, Aaron Rodgers.
Shane DeVoe, I'm going to let you start off first.
Aaron Rodgers wins this game hands down. This game is done. As soon as he got paid, he knows he's going to set record paces this year, ladies and gentlemen.
Kagi?
I'm going to take the Packers, along with my buddy Shane DeVoe here. And yeah, I think they're going to win.
You know what I've been saying about defenses, but I'm going to go against that this time around. I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers to get the win. I think Aaron Rodgers gets to a strong start, but I think this is going to be a really close game.
I do
And
agree.
probably a low-scoring game as well.
In Lambeau, it's always snowing. Never see, sun, but okay.
Yeah. It's going to snow. It's going to snow in September. Watch.
Yeah.
I bet it's going to happen. We move on to the first of two Monday Night Football games. It's nice to have two Monday Night Football games.
That's great.
Yeah, it's great. We have the New York Jets taking on the Detroit Lions in Detroit. Hagi, choose.
I'm going to take the Detroit Lions.
All right.
I like them better than the Jets right now, so. Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah.
I am also going to go with the Lions. I know the Jets are now higher than pigs
Darnold.
and shit at the moment, with the fact now they have possibly their franchise now with Sam Darnold. But I think the hype, he's going to realize very quick, preseason is different from regular season. These guys are going for wins. The records matter now. He's going to probably get his, as we say, butt on the ground by this Detroit defense. Matt Stafford has more experience than the rookie. He's going to do more things this rookie can't do. Matt Stafford wins with his team and defense.
I'm going with an upset, possibly my upset of the week. I got the New York Jets. I was going to have the Lions, but I've just been thinking, the Jets, they have a really good defense that no one's really talking about. They
do.
picked up a lot of big pieces. I think that the Jets can get this big upset here. Lions, I don't love their roster, but Stafford is going to get you wins, of course. Stafford makes them a playoff contender. And Matt Patricia, we'll see how he does, but you know how Belichick coaches tend to end up as head coaches. We know how that goes. Maybe it'll be different for him. Who knows? Wait and see. But I think the Jets steal this game, and I think Darnold may have himself kind of a Wentz-like rookie season where he has a really good start, and then it just kind of sink in the middle, and so he's gonna throw some picks throughout the season. He will, but I think there's promise with Darnold. I got the New York Jets taking the upset here. And our final game, I believe it is
The Rams and Oakland Raiders.
That's right. The LA Rams at the Oakland Raiders. The final season opener in Oakland. Tragic. Shane DeVoe, choose.
Rams.
Rams?
Rams. I don't trust this John Gruden team. I know John Gruden's going to do some of this defense, but I don't think he's going to do well enough to stop the young, possibly should have been coach of the year along with Doug Peterson and Sean McVay. He should have won last year, let's be honest, with Doug Peterson for what he did with this team.
Aggie.
I'm also taking the Rams. Yeah, they're the better team, I think. And, who knows what you're going to see from John Gruden, but, highest paid head coach right now, we'll see. But I'm taking the Rams.
I got the Rams as well. I don't trust Gruden. I think he's going to be too out of touch. He's been out of the league for too long. Maybe he'll get the hang of it come, Thanksgiving time, but I'm not confident at the start of the season, and the Raiders' defense is just not good. I could see this being an ugly one. I got the Rams winning this one easily. Probably my lock of the week.
Well, I think we did, boys. First week. Yeah. I think we're good.
In the book.
All right. Well, now we have to predict week 2 starting right now. What's up, guys? Galaxy's greatest. No, we're not going to do that. We went 26 minutes. Oh, boy. They're going to love watching all of that.
Oh, yeah.
Probably not. Thank you guys for watching.
Let's all unite with a high five in the middle of the screen.
Woo! Please like, subscribe, comment down below. What are your thoughts?
And picks.
And picks. Yeah. Let us know what you picked. With that said, we'll see you guys next week. Kick off.